रहीम अस्सलाम वालेकुम नाज़रीन, आप देख रहे हैं CNI न्यूज़ और मैं हूं आपका होस्ट मोइन अहमद। आज मैं मौजूद हैं बैरिस्टर हफीज़ के साथ। उनकी इलेक्शन कैंपेन जारी है और बहुत सारी कम्युनिटी के मेंबरान ने शिरकत की है इस कैंपेन में और अपनी सपोर्ट का इजहार किया है। तो हम बैरिस्टर हफीज़ से बात करेंगे और जानेंगे इनकी इलेक्शन कैंपेन के हवाले से। Sir, first of all, thank you so much for giving us the time.
It's very kind of you to be here. Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, the elections is coming on 4th of July. So, as you've been a Labour guy, my first question would be, so what's the difference between the Jeremy Corbyn's Labour and the Sir Keir Starmer's Labour?
So Jeremy Corbyn, the Labour Party under Jeremy Corbyn, and even before Jeremy Corbyn, Labour Party has fundamentally always spoken up for human rights, for people who were not fortunate, were the deprived people. They were the voice of the community for the working class people. Keir Starmer has come in, and Keir Starmer has completely forgotten human rights, international human rights. He is prepared to breach them all. He is prepared to stand with Netanyahu, who might be arrested for international war crimes. And he has taken the party so much towards the right wing, which is very similar to the Tory party. So the Conservative Party and the Labour Party, there is barely any difference between them now. The immigration policies, other workers' policies, they're all effectively the same for them now. So that's why a lot of people feel very angry at the Labour Party and they're leaving the Labour Party.
Okay, so as you're, contesting the election as an independent candidate, so while if the Labour government comes, let's suppose, so do you think the independent candidates will be able to bring that legislation, international and national issues effectively?
Yeah, it's a very good question. It's a question that's often asked. What weight can an independent carry? An independent sometimes carries more weight than a person who's inside of the party. For example, in my constituency, we have Tahir Ali, who was the MP. Tahir Ali got up, raised his voice for Palestinian people, and then 25 minutes later they had to make him apologize. So he gave a written apology. That's the value of the voice within the party. Someone outside of the party, like George Galloway, who's one MP, can make so much impact, and Jeremy Corbyn outside of the party has so much impact that the Labour Party is exceptionally scared and afraid of these people coming back to Parliament. So if there are people like myself, like Jeremy Corbyn, like George Galloway and others up and down the country, we will all formulate together, we'll form an alliance, and we will show the Labour Party what power really means.
Okay, and in this constituency, as you know, there are Muslim candidates as well as an independent. So, wasn't it good for that you guys have a consensus and one person came just to avoid the confusion between the community? So they are they have a selective thing that this person is the we have to vote.
So first of all, the beginning of that question to say that there's a Muslim candidate, this is not a Muslim election.
Okay.
That's the first thing we must remember. It's not an Islamic election, it's not a Muslim election. This is an election of Hallgreen and Moseley constituency that represents people across border, different faiths, Christians, Sikhs, Hindus, non-faith, people that don't believe in religion. It represents everyone. The problem has been that our independent candidates have focused only on the Muslim vote. Just the Muslim vote matters, and just the men in the Muslim vote matter, not even women. They haven't incorporated women with them, they haven't incorporated other people from other faiths with them. They are concentrating on young Muslim voters, men voters, and that's it. That's the wrong strategy. Our campaign has been across the board. Therefore, we have said to them, you can see our campaign, it's cross-border, diverse campaign. We have people that have left the Labour Party, chairpersons and regional directors, and Jeremy Corbyn is with us. Come and support us. Come and stand with us. If you can come and stand with us, good and well. If you want to carry on with your small Muslim identity of a Pakistani men vote, and you're going to try to destroy it, then you are responsible for the destruction of us making not take on the Labour Party.
Okay, so what would be your first priorities after you get elected as an MP?
If the likes of myself and others get elected, it will be a message to Keir Starmer that they cannot take our vote for granted. We will ask for an immediate ceasefire internationally, and then locally here, I know there's a pressing concern for a local burial grounds. We don't have local burial grounds. Our funeral services and our coroner services are of a poor standard. We're going to ask for extended services in relation to that. Free school meals. The council tax is being risen, but with refuse collection going to every 2 weeks, we're going to ask for that to remain weekly, particularly if you're upping our council tax. So these will be the immediate sort of concerns that we'll be raising. And then obviously in the long run, we'll be asking for the NHS cuts, the National Health Service waiting list, and there are the broader issues in relation to education.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you very much.
Barrister Hafeez,
Very
for your
kind,
time and wish you best of
very
luck. Thank you
kind.
so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
जी नाज़रीन, आपने देखा बैरिस्टर हफीज साहब का कहना है कि लेबर पार्टी जो है इस वक्त कंजर्वेटिव और लेबर दोनों में कोई फर्क नहीं रहा, वो दोनों ही इंसानी हुकूक के खिलाफ काम करने के लिए तुली हुई है। लिहाजा जो आज़ाद उम्मीदवार होंगे, इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट्स होंगे, वो पार्लियामेंट में एक बेहतर तरीके से किरदार अदा कर सकेंगे, अपने अपने लोगों के हवाले से भी और न सिर्फ इंटरनेशनल जो भी इशूज चल रहे हैं उस पर भी बहुत अच्छे से एड्रेस कर सकेंगे।